Hey everybody! So we are back, and I am here with my good friend Miss LaShawn Sostris, who is, I don't know, I guess I can say she is a jack of all trade, master of all, and has her hands, feet, toes, and everything else and everything that is artistic, educational, life. And I have this great picture up. I don't know, can you see it? If I hope you can see
I
it.
can see
You
it.
can see it. I hope when we record it, you can actually see it because if not, I will cut and paste it and upload it. But it is a wonderful picture that is in the book, The Blended Garden, which we're here to talk about. And her son drew this picture, and he definitely is a dandelion that was brought into the fold. And we'll talk a little bit about that and a little bit about LaShawn's expertise as a puppeteer and teaching and working with children using puppets to include children, some with special needs, some that learn differently. So
Mhm.
hey, LaShawn, and those of you that are watching this that know LaShawn know that she's been in a lot of my productions, and she is a firecracker, if to say the least. So, welcome, LaShawn. I'm so happy that we finally got here.
Thank you.
We were having technical difficulties, but we're here.
Yes, we are. I must say that I am so honored to always be involved with anything Diab. This woman is extraordinarily talented. I mean, she puts pen to paper, and before you know it, there are characters that come to life. And this book is no different. Um, this new venture of children illustrations. Is a wonderful medium for parents that don't quite know how to navigate the educational system.
I took the picture down, so now you and I are here.
Oh, okay. I
My
just don't
bad.
see you at all. I don't see you. Where did you go?
Magic.
Okay, so there you go. I see you.
Yes, so we can chat.
Yes, yes, yes. So, the wonderful thing about this book is that it helps a parent and the child. One, it helps the parent understand that, inclusivity is so much more than the 30 seats in a classroom. It begins with what you're doing at home to help your child understand from the inside their worth, in my opinion. But the writing of this book just is so multifaceted. I feel like,
I want to make a quick point, but don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't
okay.
go anywhere. Okay, I'm so sorry I had to cut you off, but yes. So the whole child, and you are a homeschool mom. You have homeschooled, but we can talk about that later. But I did want to bring that up. So continue. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So yes, navigating the educational system and trying to first instill in your child their worth, their self-worth. Going into a classroom, you feel sometimes diminished when, your version of the answer isn't acceptable, just because you articulate it different, you see it differently, or your question may not even be quite understood by your teacher. And that, just to let that weave into what you were saying, that yes, I am also a homeschool mom. I really believe as parents,
This,
we
this
have to,
is this is before COVID.
yes. Oh, yes. Oh, darling. I had already been homeschooling for 2.5, almost 3 years prior to COVID.
Mhm.
Right.
Because you saw
Um,
a way
yeah.
to reach your children in a different way that maybe the school system wasn't helping.
Well, I had to break down all this negative stigma that my children had imposed on themselves from being in these
Mm,
classrooms.
mm,
I'm not smart enough, so I won't raise my hand. I need to tap my pencil as the artist does. or I need to sit without my shoes on. Just these like little quirky things that other people would think are abnormalities. But just like the dandelion, it has to go through its stages, you know?
Mhm.
And for that explicit reason, I took my children out of the conventional setting and into the natural setting so that they could evolve within their own skill set.
Mhm.
And it's really difficult.
I know, I'm a homeschool mom too. I was yes, yes, it's difficult.
You know, they make your child feel like there's something wrong with them,
Mhm.
and then they want to pull them out of class and give them therapy. But
And if you don't get like how in the book you had the gardener who was matching, measuring, comparing, but if
yes,
you get the teacher who has transformed into the gardener, how the gardener is in the end, then
yes,
you're very lucky.
if
If that's an
if
if that you're gambling on.
and that doesn't happen. I mean, I haven't seen it happen. I don't know.
And
Has
and
anyone
I
else?
think, and again, I think that also has to do with the type of soil place, because you
Yes,
have a lot of public schools that are located in places where, you know, those
low
children
income.
are getting
Okay.
full, experience, that
Hmm.
inclusive experience of learning, that honor of we see who you are as an individual, we
Right.
will bring you into the fold, we will blend you in, and it's public. But then you can go over to the other side of the road and you may not get that.
Very true.
So it
I
really depends
taught.
where your garden is, where are your flowers growing. If we're going to
Right.
talk garden talk, where is your dandelion growing and who is the
Right.
gardener
And
in
who's the
that
gardener?
garden?
Absolutely.
Where are
We
those flowers?
transitioned from public school to charter, and that was a transition in and of itself. The pedagogy, the structure, the soil, if you will, um, was much more nurturing.
Mhm.
Um, but they already had all of these things going on, and it was so difficult to just break through all those shells.
Mhm.
But all that to say, with the proper gardener, and sometimes it has to be the mom, sometimes it has to be the family, that just acknowledges the wonderful dandelion for what it is and cultivates it until it blooms into that beautiful little yellow flower,
It's
you
so
know?
true.
So yeah, I'm very grateful to be the mother of the artist who drew the little girl.
Yes, and I just have to say, I thought of Andre because I know his quirks.
Mhm.
And I know, being a friend to you, it's all about connection with children.
Right.
That's why I always say to parents, be nice to your teacher. I mean, a good teacher, no matter how mean you are, is always going to respect and honor a child. But you have some teachers that treat children unfairly and they say, oh, well,
Mhm.
I like this parent, so I like this child. I don't like this parent, so, I'm not really crazy about that child. And that's just a reality. And so I say that to say that because you and I had a connection and a friendship, I
Mhm.
was able to more easily accept his quirks when I saw him
Right.
come up. And I was able to see past it and see
Mhm.
his gift. So when I
Yeah.
was writing the book and I thought, the gardener, although she was an old woman who
Mhm.
had become this sorter and measure and comparer, she was once a little girl.
Mhm.
I'm sure she didn't always do that. She
Mhm.
was taught
Mhm.
to do that. The same way teachers are taught how to teach. If you are taught how to teach in a good way, you will bring that to your classroom. That's why we
Right.
have professional developments.
Right.
That's why we continue to learn, because we don't come into the classroom with all the wonderful gifts of being able to include everyone. You have to learn these.
Right.
These are
Right.
skills, these are strategies if you're willing to learn it. So with all that being said, I wanted Andre to be able to show his gift. And I remember when I called you and asked you, you were so excited. And do you remember what I said to you?
Mhm.
I said, don't you micromanage him.
Nope.
Don't you stand over him. You let him draw. Here is the concept. And you
Mhm.
let him draw what he wants to draw. And when you sent me the picture, I was like so touched that this is who he is inside. And I think that
Right.
really is when you take what the book and what we're
Right.
talking about when it comes to children who may have special needs or quirks or learn differently,
Mhm.
you honor that special place, you see the beauty, like how in the book, the
Right.
flowers were saying, blend us together and you'll see a great treat. Like you are
Yeah.
not getting the best of us by
Right.
hoarding us. You are not getting the best of us by measuring us and comparing us and putting us
Mhm.
where you think we should be. Nature has said, and I said this, I think, in one of my other interviews that, as a gardener, I watch how my flowers grow. And that's what inspired me to write the book, just sitting in my garden and watching a 7 foot sunflower and
Mhm.
a morning glory wrap around it.
Mhm.
And the sunflower refused to face the way I wanted it to face because the sun was coming up in the east.
Right.
And I
Right.
wanted
Right.
and I was like, turn around, and you can't do that.
No.
This is how we were designed to grow and go wherever we need to be. And the
Right.
sunflower needed to face the sun. The
Right.
morning glory needed to wrap around, needed something
Mhm.
to wrap around. And that's how these children are. They just need the space and the place to say,
Right.
let me be who I am.
Yes.
And I want to say something else about the weed because you did a great interview. That little clip you did with the dandelion
Mhm.
was beautiful. It touched me. I saw you were almost crying too because yeah, because these children who are dandelions that need to transform,
Right.
it's moving, it's touching. But even like morning glories,
Mhm.
I worked for a while at Brooklyn College, and I did this whole theme on morning glories, and I planted them in the winter, and in the
Mhm.
spring I brought the kids out and I put a twine up, and I let them grow, and they watched them grow, and we
Right.
measured them.
Right.
And the lesson was everyone calls a morning glory a troublesome plant because it
Mm.
can overtake your garden. Just like these children, if they don't have the right vine, the right strings to grow up or the right guidance, they will
Right.
take your classroom and they will be a nuisance. But if you put the right strings up and you
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
create something for them, it's beautiful. So by the
Absolutely.
end of the summer, we had this huge morning glory gate. And the
Like a wall. Yeah.
so anyway, that's how I felt about Andre when he drew this picture, that he
Mhm.
just needed a place to put his talent. And I hope he reads the book, has he read it? Has he seen it?
I'm pretty sure. Okay, so when you first gave us the outline, I said, "Okay, baby, I want you to read this out loud to me." And he read it with like trying to catch the rhythm, so he would say it on the rhyme. And of course, that floored me. So I'm like, "Go ahead, brother." And then his first reaction was, "But mommy, she's just she's just mean because she's old."
Mm,
And I'm like, "Okay, so if you were to draw, because you told me not to put anything on him." I said, "So if you were to draw something that would complement this book, how would you draw it?" And he said, "Well, at the end of the book, the gardener is happy. So, okay, ma, I don't want to talk about it anymore." I said, "Okay." And then he just went off and he started drawing. And
mm,
when I asked him for his finished product, it was a young girl who had flowers in her hair. And I was like, yes, because I got it, like without having to have a whole drawn out conversation with my preteen. I understood what he was saying. He was
and
saying that,
he brought a brand new message
yes,
with his drawing.
yes, I see love in its purest form.
Mhm,
And if people could just love honestly without, preconceptions
mhm,
and additional dogma and nonsense, then we could all be in a blended garden happy together.
mhm,
And I got that. I got that the old lady was sitting in the chair and just, you know, tired of her garden not looking the way that she wanted it to look. And, I understood why the old lady was there, because she had a love that started when she was young, and that's what
Mhm.
he decided to draw. So I was like, "Okay, that was amazing. Can you draw me another picture?"
Mhm.
And that's when he decided to do, just all of these different looking things, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah.
but to that end,
He's
you
he's
know,
he's extremely talented, and
yeah.
I'm just so I'm thankful that you allowed him to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm appreciative that you not only allowed him an opportunity, but you actually incorporated him, and now his story is something that he gets to grow up with.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, don't despise humble beginnings.
Mhm.
Like, blow it away, and watch what it comes back to be.
Right,
And I
and
think
he
that
can
that's the
identify
message.
with that, that's me.
Absolute. That's the point.
That's me, and that's what I really want for with children when they read it, that if
Mhm.
they identify, if it resonates with them, that this is me and I can be part of someone's blended garden. And also
Mhm.
if a teacher even,
Mhm.
maybe a teacher may read it and realize, "Ooh, I think I'm the old lady gardener." Sorting and measuring and comparing. Maybe I need to take a little nap and wake up transform, because we all need to take a little nap in life and wake up transformed. I know
Absolutely.
I have, and I'm
Self-assessment
not
is
the
a
same
whole
person I
thing.
was before. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But we're going to come back another time because I really am interested in your puppeteering, and we won't talk about it now because this is a long, I don't want this video to be too long. I want people to watch and enjoy without shutting off before it's over. But we'll definitely come back. I saw you had your green screen time and your green screen, so we'll look at that
Yeah,
later. But LaShawn,
we're all set for next time. Next time,
yes. So
everyone.
Miss LaShawn, and we'll be back and we'll chat with her puppets and we'll actually hear her read the book
Yeah.
of the Blended
Sunshine
Garden.
and Friends will read The Blended Garden.
Yes, and Sunshine and Friends. This is your puppet company.
It is.
Yes. All right. And we'll talk more about Sunshine and Friends next time. LaShawn, thank you so much. Don't hang
Thank
up,
you.
okay? Don't hang